It's Dee here from Golden Thread Tarot. How are you doing today? I'm here to bring you another channeled message, okay? Whoop, goodness. To bring you here another channeled message. I hope this message is finding you blessed and full of abundance, okay? Spirit is saying that they really want you to get grounded, and how they want you to get grounded, okay, is to have some fun, okay? Have some fun. Get out there. Dance around. Listen to some good music. Eat some good food. You know, take care of yourself. Exercise. Go on walks. Get out there. Be outside in nature. You know, spend some time cleansing and protecting your energy. Like, get in touch with your voice. For some of you, like maybe singing or something, okay? Or you know, share your voice. Get out there. Put your name out there is what they're saying. Like, put your best foot forward. Put yourself out there, right? For some of you, it's about finding like a good work-play balance. Like, take a break. For some of you, it's like you've been on this like this journey, and you've kind of been, it's like stay on the journey, stay, but don't take it so seriously, right? Don't take life so seriously. Like, really get out there, really enjoy it, love it, have a good time out there in it, you know, have a good time out there, like really like going out there and really doing it is what Spirit is saying, you know. Have some good time, laugh and play, and, you know, give back to yourself is what Spirit is saying. Give back to us. Giving back to us, you know, giving back to yourself is giving back to us. And honoring yourself and honoring your body and honoring like all the sides of you, you know. Getting out there and really connecting with your inner child and spending some good time like playing, like good play time, you know. Doing some things that you really love and that you really appreciate and that you really enjoy. Soul family. So some of you are going to be spending some more time with family members, or like, you know, close friends or relatives. And then some of you are going to be, some of these are going to be pre-existing people that you already know. And then some of you, 222 down on the clock, are going to be coming into union with new soul family members. And Spirit said yes, and they immediately just say yes. Just say yes to going out. Just say yes. It's going to feel very divinely orchestrated, okay? These people, it's going to feel very divinely orchestrated, that you're running into these people, that you're getting to know them, that you're just lining up, that you're being assigned to do projects with them, that you're just, you know, just say yes, that you're going out there. Yeah, and then it ended up on the back of the deck as well as the trust your path and look, dance with life, right? So I talked about that with that dance, right? Get out there. Have a good time. The ever unfolding rose cracked open. It's happening for you, not to you. Exactly. It's happening for you. All of this is happening for you. So there might be something unexpected coming your way, where it could be you. It's like Spirit says you have a choice of seeing it as like a complication, or you have the choice of seeing it as an opportunity to learn and to grow and to experience new things. So Spirit said, be open-minded about the things that are happening to you, and understand that it's all happening for you, not to you. It's, you know, everything that's happening into your life, whether or not it ends up, you know, however it ends up teaching you lessons, it's all happening for your better good. Spirit is saying it's all happening for your better good. So, yeah. Spirit said, don't be scared. It's okay. Everything's gonna be okay, right? They're like, don't get all worked up. Don't be saying, you know, don't let me saying that make you feel like, oh God, there must be terrible things coming to pass. Like, no. Yeah. Yeah. Spirit said tower moments can be wonderful things as well. Deep replenishment. Take a break. Take a rest. Some of you might be being like in a situation where you have to take a break, or have to take a rest, or have to go somewhere, or have to go do something. And at first you might be like, what? Like, why do I have to go do this? Like, why me? Why am I being selected to work on this project? Or why am I having to be the one that has to go on the trip to such and such? Like, what? What do you mean? What do you mean to have to travel and go here to this place? Like, what? Spirit says, see it like an adventure. It could be something that's like, look, you have to go to this place and go do this because of some kind of legal reasons, or something like that. And Spirit is saying, see it as an opportunity. See it as an adventure. Oh, goodness. Oh, wow. It could be something you could have been being put off. Something that you've been putting off, you've been waiting, you've been postponing, and Spirit saying like, okay, no, no more. No more waiting, no more postponing. Like, you need to go do this. You need to go do this. It might involve you having to travel or go do something that's unusual for you. Leap. You go first, the universe will catch you, right? The universe is saying, take that leap of faith, understand that this is happening for you, and to see it in a positive light, right? Light, a pillar of light, right? Your vibration is raising. You are the oracle. Yeah. So look at all that, like you're attracting all of this like energy around you. All this like positive love and light energy is happening around you. You're very attractive. Your energy is very attractive right now. You look good, boo. Yeah, there's that get grounded, right? Yeah, get grounded. Oh, Lord. The Great Gathering. It's all coming together. Intuitive Hint Soul Tribe. Yeah, so even more. I think you don't see this coming. You don't see this coming. You don't see this coming. You see it as like, oh, what? Like somebody's like, hey, we don't have this, you know, like, hey, I'm being reminded of a situation of where I was talking to a friend where I had like a Galentine's Day like dinner with like all of my friends. We had a great time. We went out to eat and we're having a good time. And one of my friends was telling me a story about how she had to go to New Orleans because she's Mexican. Her family is from here, but her mother and her father were born in Mexico, and she was going. They were going, and her husband is from Mexico, and she was going with another one of our friends that's married to her. So their husbands are brothers, and they're you know, they each married a brother, right? And they were going to, because they were taking them and their kids to go visit their husband family in Mexico, and she was getting her passport and she was having all this trouble like getting the passport to come in, and they told her like, we don't know where it is, like, and then they finally found it, and it's like, we don't know if we're going to be able to get it to you in time. And she's like, well, my flight leaves like this certain day, like I have to, like, where is it? And they're like, well, maybe you can go pick it up. And it's like, where is it? And it was in New Orleans. And she was like, well, and they just kind of made a whole trip out of it, right? They made a trip out of it. They visited New Orleans, you know, they did that. And she was like, it was a cool experience, right? Because she's going to visit New Orleans again soon. So she was telling that story about going to New Orleans for her passport, right? So she was like, they're showing me something like that. So it might be a situation where it's like, hey, legally you have to do this, or you have to go do that, or, you know, we require you to come to us. And you're like, really? Are you serious? Like, why do I have to drive like halfway across the state? Or why do I have to drive like all the way over to a different state? Or are you real seriously? Or like, no, like, you know, we had this mix up at headquarters, so you're gonna have to go travel and go on this business trip and go and do this. And you're gonna be like, are you serious? Like, yes, like, okay. And it might not be to the, you know, maybe it's not to New Orleans, maybe it's not to like a fun city or something like that, but Spirit is saying this is happening for a reason, right? So just take this and tell yourself, you know, like, I'm gonna have a good time on this trip. I'm gonna make you know, good acquaintances. Everything is gonna get resolved. It's gonna be, you know, it's going to be wrapped up. And on top of that, you know, I'll be able to, you know, to make it work to my advantage. You know, maybe at least I'll just get away and have like a little relaxing getaway. I can go and I can handle it. And then like that night at the hotel, you know, maybe I can chill by the pool, or I can just relax. You know, maybe the hotel that they're putting you up in will, you know, have like a place where you can go get a massage or something. I don't know, you know. So Spirit is kind of giving me that as an example. Like, you might be asked to travel for something, and it might come at an expense, or your company might pay for it, right? And you're like, really? But then you're like, okay, well, I'm going to be traveling or have to do this anyway. Maybe you'll make a stop on the way there. Maybe you're like, you know what? Like, I'll be able to swing around on my way there and go visit some family that's out of state. Or maybe I'll be able to go visit some friends, and I haven't had a chance to visit them in a long time, you know, and on my way back, I can swing around and go visit them, or go do that, or go have this experience. Or actually, there's this museum or something like that I've wanted to go see, or this site that I've wanted to go see, and I can make it where I can swing around and go see it there, right? Be open to the fact that this could happen to you, you know, and it's all happening for you. The great crumbling. What are you clinging on to? Yeah, Spirit is saying that this is happening so that you can let go of something that you were holding on to, right? That's the great crumbling, is the Tower, right? Is the Tower in this card. Excuse me, is the Tower in this deck, right? They're saying this is happening, right? This moment in time is happening here. Transformation. Some kind of transformational energy is going to happen here, okay, because of this. So embrace it. Things are changing at a deep cellular level, deep healing. Yeah, there's a lot of deep healing that's going to be offered here. And I really feel like wherever you go or whatever you do, like you're going to come into contact with a soul tribe member here, all right? You're feel like you being forced to do something and you're like, oh, I want to do this, but spirit is saying like when you look back on this in time, you're going to be like, how crazy was it that that just happened and I just happened to go there, and and because I happened to do that, I happened to be in this place and I happened to run into this person, and it was just like, wow, like it had to be, it was destined, it was meant to be, right? Look, it's on the back of the deck, the Fool, right? With this leap, go on that journey, take the leap, right? King of Pentacles. So this definitely could like help with your stability, okay? Or you could come into contact with a earth sign person, okay? Specifically a masculine earth sign person, possibly, okay? But it doesn't have to be. Masculine energy doesn't mean actual gender, right? Victory. This is happening for your victory. This is happening for your ultimate success, Spirit is saying. This is happening for your ultimate success. Yeah, there's something inside of you that's imbalanced. There's something that needs to happen, right, to bring balance to the situation. Yeah, there was an injustice in the past, or somebody had some kind of injustice happen to them, and so that's why this is happening, so that things could be balanced out. Yeah, there's something that you need to let go of. Again, with that tower, the crumbling, what are you clinging on to? There's something you need to let go of, and that's why this is happening, okay? So Spirit saying that's why this is happening. See it as an opportunity, right? It's possible that somebody could have lied, or some kind of situation, like some kind of truth needs to come out, and that could be why this is happening, okay? And this could have nothing to do with you. You know, this could have, you could go to that place and find out that, you know, somebody just messed up, or somebody lied, or just somebody, you know, it's like, what? Like you had to go investigate something, and it turns out like, it's like, really? Like I didn't even have to come, but like, you know, I had a nice relaxing time. Maybe your room, like maybe the room that you'll stay in will have like a jacuzzi tub or something like that, and you can just have like a really nice jacuzzi tub. And maybe you go down to the bar down in the hotel or something, or maybe you go out, or you go to this place while you're, well, I'm already here and that's down the street, so I'll go to this really nice place. And you know what, I've been wanting to try this, and look, this restaurant has that, and then you're gonna meet somebody there, okay? Like Spirit is saying like something's coming out. Something is becoming known to you. Something is about to be revealed to you. With that High Priestess in reverse. Yeah. Yeah. And it's happening because you're spending this time alone. You're spending this time solo. Solo dolo, I just heard. Solo dolo. Right? Like, okay. Yeah, exactly what I said. It's happening for your ultimate fulfillment. And exactly with this Knight of Wands, somebody lied. There is a situation that you're not breaking away from, or there's some kind of situation, like something is going to be revealed for you. But whatever it is, it's going to be very healing. Okay, but it's something that you've been neglecting doing. Okay, it's some kind of mothering yourself, taking care of yourself in some kind of way, some kind of energy that you need to come into your life, and you've been kind of like rejecting it, or you haven't been quite like giving yourself the time or the space, right? And when you take this time off, or when you take this go to handle the situation, you're going to realize, wow, I really needed this time off. Like, wow, I really needed this few days break from work, or I really needed this kind of like get away, or this, I needed this, right? I needed this deep replenishment here. There was something that, yeah, there was a lesson that I was not learning here, and now it's going to become obvious to you that like, wow, okay, I really needed this. I really did need this. Yeah, I needed to walk away from, I needed that getaway. I needed to get away. I needed that, I needed this chance, this opportunity that this situation provided to me, because I was not getting what I needed. I was not feeling that satisfaction. I was not feeling that passion. I was not feeling that drive, right? Yeah, I needed that break, right? Or for some of you, this could be you getting moved to a different position, okay? Yeah. You were not feeling nurtured, yeah. Wherever the situation that you were in before, it was not nurturing you. Yeah, it was keeping you in this Five of Cups. You were feeling like, oh, it's like you were in this state of loss, and now this is happening because you were not nurturing. You were not getting nurtured. You were not getting watered, you know, with that Ace of Cups in reverse, right? That cup was getting poured out. You were feeling rejected, or you weren't feeling like appreciated like you should have been, right? You weren't getting recognized for who you were or what you did. So that's why this situation is happening, right? Yeah, okay. Okay, for some, okay. I am not in the place to give you any kind of legal advice or anything like that. But for some of you, I just heard that this could involve some kind of like lawsuit or something like that. Okay. You might have to pay like some kind of money. Yeah. Or maybe you were like, you needed to go somewhere, but you didn't have the money to do it, so it was holding you back from traveling. But then you like were forced to do it. But then it's like you have to do this. You have to go here, right? Or you have to examine this. You can't look away from it anymore, right? Yeah. You were lying to yourself about how much you needed this. Maybe it's closure. Maybe you go somewhere and you get closure from a particular situation in the past or something. It's like, oh, I really needed to. Yeah. It's giving me like a starting over vibe. Like, I really needed this because I needed to start over. There was a lot that I wasn't, or it's like something was happening behind your back that you weren't aware of, or something was happening and you're like, oh my God, why is this happening? And Spirit's saying it's coming forward now because you needed to know that it was happening so that you could bring it to an end. Yeah, Spirit's saying no more rainy days is what they're saying with that heart there with the rain in the background. Like, maybe you're moving. You could be moving to a place that has a lot less rain. I just heard Seattle, so maybe you're moving from the West Coast, or maybe you're moving from Seattle. Okay. Yeah, wherever you were feeling left out in the cold. You were feeling locked out. You were feeling froze out. You were feeling abandoned. You were feeling like too far away, or just like too closed off from what you needed. Like wherever it is. This is giving me big like change in location. Like for some of you, you might have felt like you could have lost a job, or you could have lost a home. You could have had to leave where you were, and so you had to go somewhere else. And you're like, why did this happen? The Spirit is saying like wherever you're going next will be a much better situation for you. Trust and believe in that. Yeah. Queen of Pentacles in reverse. You might have lost something, or either you lost something, or either you are either you have been feeling some kind of lack of abundance, but it's because of something that you were tied to. It's either like a mindset or a habit or a person or an energy that was around you that was really like sucking you dry. Okay. Or a person that was feeding into a particular mindset. Okay. Specifically, if you're a masculine, if you identify as being a masculine watching this, there is a Queen of Pentacles around here that you're coming, like, that you went through some kind of separation with or something. Yeah, and you're leaving. Either that person left you or you're leaving that person. Knight of Wands here in the up right now, right? Leaving. There was like a situation that you felt stuck, right? For some of you, this could be like your partner could have came home one day and was like, I want a divorce, or I'm leaving. This is it. I'm done. And you're like, are you serious? And you had all this heartbreak and you felt so betrayed. And you're like, why did this happen? And you felt abandoned and like they got a divorce and maybe you had to spend a lot of money and it kept you trapped in a certain situation. But Spirit saying whatever it was like sinking up and taking up so much money from you and taking so much away from you. And Spirit saying like you needed to be put, like you were refusing to leave, or you were refusing to set up better boundaries for yourself in the situations. Of Spirit said they had to make it happen for you. Yeah, so that you could have a brand new beginning. Wow. What was this? Yeah. There was outside interference in this that I don't even know if you were aware of. Okay. Or you could have found out. You could have found out like a partner was cheating on you or something. This person could have been an air sign, or excuse me, they could have been cheating on you with an air sign. I'm so sorry if that happened to you. But Spirit is saying like you know now that this person is no good for you. Yeah, exactly. Just period, right? Exactly. Queen of Swords in reverse. This person is no good for you. They're a Queen of Pentacles in reverse. They're a Queen of Swords in reverse. They don't have healthy boundaries. This was a lesson that you were refusing to learn, okay? And if you're a feminine energy, this could be something inside of yourself, right? I feel like you're if you're identify as being a woman, like this could be energy inside yourself, okay? Something that a lesson that you were refusing to learn about yourself. And so Spirit is giving you this opportunity to have a fresh new start and a fresh new beginning. Okay. So like I said, if you're a masculine, this is an energy outside of yourself that you're separating away from. It could be like, I'm really getting that really strong though. My Spirit is saying it will all make sense. It will all make sense. Just take this leap. Just take this brand new beginning that you're being offered. It might not be coming to you in the way that you thought. For some of you, especially if you're a masculine energy here, you could have been praying for a brand new beginning with somebody, but Spirit is saying like there was not going to be a brand new beginning with that person. Like this is your brand new beginning. Be without this person is your brand new beginning. Right? So see it as an opportunity to move beyond the past. Exactly, because this person, you know, you either, whatever situation, like I said, if you're the feminine energy, whatever the situation, whatever this mindset, whatever it is that you're losing, it's not a loss. Spirit saying it was not nurturing you. It was not growing for you, right? Or if you're a masculine energy, Spirit is saying this person, they're not your Empress, they're not your match, you know, um, they're not, you know, grow without remothering yourself, right? This was not the energy that you needed. Star Mother. This was not the energy that you needed, right? The divine is orchestrating, right? Council of Light, right? They are divine orchestration, helpers in the subtle realm. Like, they're sorry, you know. Spirit saying that sometimes tower moments have to happen, and or sometimes karmic people come into our life, and we're taught, you know, we're taught through pain because we refuse to let go of a karmic situation. But Spirit is saying that you are at the place where you are now. You are at the place where you are now so that you can be independent, so that you can be growing yourself and becoming the best version of yourself that you can be. That's why this secret came out. That's why this tower moment happened, so that you can go towards your ultimate, you know, 10 of Cups, your ultimate actual fulfillment, right? Because wherever you were, it was not, whatever situation, the house, the job, the person, the relationship, you know, the mindset, whatever it was not nurturing you. It was not helping you grow, right? It was keeping you stagnant and keeping you like trapped, you know. You know, and whatever it was, it did not have the proper boundaries that it needed to have. And they also, like, if this is a person, they had a sharp ass mouth. Like, they would just open up their mouth and just say all kind of hurtful, disrespectful stuff to you. And, you know, and they were also like draining your resources, or they were keeping you small. They were keeping you small. Like, I'm hearing like two steps, like one step forward, two steps back. So it's like every single time you were getting up, this person would come through, or the situation would come through and knock you three steps back. And Spirit is saying you weren't recognizing how like detrimental this situation, this mindset, this job, whatever it was, this house, this home, this location, whatever it is, you weren't recognizing, you know, you weren't labeling it for how detrimental it was to you, and how it's not even it's not even supposed to be a part of your overall a journey anymore, right? You are falling out of alignment with this friend group, person, relationship, job, location, house, whatever it is. You are falling out of alignment with this, so let it happen, because it is happening for your ultimate satisfaction. And I really feel like, you know, this is you traveling towards something else, towards this deep replenishment, towards this deep replenishment that you need, right? You're building this pillar of light. We keep talking about that. This is several times they brought it up, that destroying the tower of lead, which is what this was, whatever it was that was holding you down, so that you could build this pillar of light, this tower of light. Yeah. I feel like you could have been a type of person, which I identify with being this way in the past. Like, you're like, I don't want to give this up. I just want to just keep trying and keep trying and keep trying and keep trying and keep trying. Yeah. But you weren't seeing anything back from it. You weren't getting anything from it. You weren't getting any kind of return on your investment. Like, this was not giving back as much energy as you were putting into it, and you needed to separate yourself away from it, because it's not even, you know, it served its purpose for a while, but it's time now for you to walk away from it. Eight of Cups. The Spirit says they understand that you invested a lot of time or a lot of energy in this place, in this home, in this job, in this location, setting up friends and family and contacts, or, you know, setting up, but it is time. Like, there's something about it. It's like, it's fake. It wasn't real, right? It's time for this to end. The soul contract between you and this person, place, mindset, this location, whatever it was, it's just keeping you small, right? And Spirit saying they're giving you a brand new opportunity to ground something new, right? A brand new opportunity to have that fresh new start. And they understand that they're asking, you know, but you invested, you know, 8 cups, you invested 7 pentacles in this, and you got nothing back from it. It is time for you to walk away from it. You put so much work into this, but look, you're walking away with nothing. And Spirit said that's not the way that it's supposed to be, right? And Spirit says they are teaching you to walk away. You're giving up 7 pentacles and you're getting 9 pentacles in return. Like Spirit is saying, this will be a much better situation if you just learn to let go and walk away and like cut your losses. And you might start off, right? You might start off with 1 pentacle, right? You might start off with something small, like you might start off with 0 at the beginning, right? But soon it will grow, right? And look at this. You're coming out better on both sides of this, right? You're giving up 7 pentacles to get 9, to get 9 back. You're giving up, you're walking away from 8 cups to get 10 in return. Right? So Spirit said, learn how to cut your losses, right? What does that say? I remember I heard it not too long. Well, I've heard of it before, but it's like, what is it like I can't remember the name of it, but it's like this theory, or it's like this fallacy where it's like, um, I've invested, like it's like that sinkhole fallacy. Is that what it's called? I can't remember, but it's like you will never get back what you put into it, right? You're just gonna keep giving and giving and giving, and the return on investment is never going to be as much as you're sinking into it. So stop. Right? You are giving so much of your energy to this to get nothing back. You are establishing so much here, but you're capped out at 8 cups, right? You're investing so much in this, and it's over. It's over. Spirit saying it's over. But you're refusing to let the cycle end. You were refusing to let it end. So Spirit said they had to step in, right? And they understand that they are asking you to walk away from all the 7 pentacles, from the 8 cups. But with this 1 pentacle, right? With this 1 pentacle, you will grow back to 9, right? Invest it in yourself. That's what Spirit's saying. Instead of investing it into another person, or investing, into something else, build it up for yourself, right? Because you will get 10 for the 8 cups you walked away. You will get 10 in return. For the 7 pentacles that you already walked away from, that you're giving up, and you're just choosing the 1 pentacle, you'll get 9 in return. And on top of that, you'll get independence on top of that, and be free. Why make the pentacles from somebody else when you could build it up for yourself? Yeah. And the Spirit says they understand that you might be kind of angry, because this might have put you in a situation where you were angry, where you were resentful, where you felt like, but you were in a situation where you weren't. That's why you were angry. You were angry because you weren't getting the justice that you deserved. You weren't getting the return that you deserved. That's why you were angry. So what are you sad? Like, you were angry before, but then you started being angry that you were being asked to give it up, even though we were miserable in the situation that you were. Spirit saying, sweetie, that doesn't make any sense for you. Yeah. Staying here, right? Staying here in this situation, you were denying yourself the justice that you deserved. You were denying yourself the equal pay, or the equal rights, or whatever it was that you were actually deserving the situation. Like, you were sabotaging yourself. There was no justice in the situation for you. Cut your losses and walk away. Right? Yeah, exactly. Cut your losses and walk away. You were just carrying all this weight, all this burden on your shoulders that didn't even need to be there. You were struggling. If this was a relationship, you were struggling to keep like a dying relationship going. Like, it was over. You were not going to get any kind of wish fulfillment out of this, right? Whoever this person that you were in a relationship with was just taking and taking and taking and taking from you, right? And the reason that you didn't want it to end, because you did not want to feel the heartbreak, right, of feeling that this relationship was over, right? You weren't running away from ending this relationship because you weren't happy in this relationship anyway. The truth that you're really learning now is that you were running away from the heartbreak. You did not want to have another failed relationship, or you did not want to feel the heartbreak of the fact of acknowledging that the fact that this person was doing you dirty, right? They were doing you dirty, like you had invested so much in them, but they were giving you nothing back. And you did not want to acknowledge that. You were running away from the heartbreak of it. But Spirit saying you are carrying so much burden on your back that you are now being released from. Right? You are now being released from that. Exactly. And now you're laying down 10 wands to get 8 Wands in return, opportunities. Doors are opening for you now. Doors can open for you now because whoever this person was, they were, whatever this job, this person, this situation, this house, whatever, this location, whatever it is, it was actually holding back your opportunities. It was holding you back. It was a karmic situation because you were refusing to learn to let go of it. Spirit says situations turn karmic when we refuse to learn the lesson of also letting it go, right? Allowing that karmic situation to come into our life, learn the lessons that we need to from that person, and then learn the most important lesson in any kind of karmic situation is when to let it go, when to let it go, when to let it walk out of your life, when to, okay, I've learned the lesson, I can let it go now, right? And I'm not scared to deal with facing the heartbreak of, you know, of a relationship ending, because the truth is it was not giving me what I deserved. So there is not a loss here, right? Right? Exactly. Wheel of Fortune. Now that this has been washed away and cleared from your life, now opportunities are coming into your life, right? Now doorways are opening up. Now Spirit can actually bring in the things into your life. Now you can turn your attention towards the thing that Spirit actually had wanted you to be, you know, all the things that they could not bring into your life, while this thing that was stealing so much of your energy, right? Spirit was like, we were not going to pour all this energy into you for you to just pour it straight into that other person or that other thing that was just like pouring it out on the ground, right? You were there with that cup, just pouring and 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 like nothing, right? Just keeping your cup empty, right? With that Ace of Cups in reverse, keeping your cup empty, right? Exactly, right? Just keeping that cup empty. And now you're here in the situation where, yes, you do feel the pain of rejection, right? You feel the pain of this ending, but now you're in a place where you can heal. Because whatever this situation was, it was just going to keep taking from you. It was just going to keep taking from you. So if it was a person, see that, I know that it might really hurt. Yeah, that you might be having a hard time. Spirit saying seeing beyond the pain, and that takes time. You know, it's okay. But Spirit is saying that you might have had a hard time. It might have been really rough to realize that if it was a person and they were cheating on you, or they chose somebody else, or they left you, or they abandoned you, you know, that was the feeling that you were trying to run away from, right? But Spirit is saying, I really feel like you're doing a lot of healing, and you're realizing that like in the end, this is what I needed, because I needed to learn that I needed to heal this, so that I don't hold on to situation. Like, why was I holding on to that? Why was I clinging on to a person that was hurting me so much? Why? You know, why was I clinging on to a situation where I was putting twice as much work as I was getting paid for? Why was I doing that? Why was I doing that? What's the point of that? Spirit says you will get situations that give back to you equally as much as you put into them, when you realize that that's what you deserve and you accept nothing less. I'm not going to be scared to walk away from this job, because I know there are a lot of other jobs out there, and I'll go work for a company that'll actually pay me what I deserve. Or I'm going to walk away from this relationship, because not all relationships are going to be like this. I can go out there. I'll stay single for a little bit until I find somebody that's going to treat me the way I deserve to be treated. Not just accept whatever because I don't want to be alone. Because I don't want to feel the heartbreak of being alone. Because when I'm alone, I actually have to face this heartbreak from my past, and face the heartbreak of how other people felt about me. Right? Or how other people treated me. Yeah, exactly. Ooh, yeah. Feeding all kind of insecurities. Whatever that situation was before was just feeding into your insecurities. So now it's time, right? It was attachments that you needed to let go of, right? You were fighting it so hard. There was a bunch of chaos and a bunch of fighting, a bunch of drama. Why? F that. You know, you didn't even feel the return of your love. You were giving so much love, and then you didn't even feel it. You didn't even feel it back. You know, you're like such a naturally sweet, loving, honest person, but you weren't being allowed to be that person in that situation. And Spirit says, when you drop, right? When you drop this karmic situation, when you unchain those chains, when you realize that you're not chained there, that you have all the power that you need to walk away from this situation. You just have to get yourself mentally to the place where you know it. That's when your victory comes. That's when your healing comes, right? Yeah, that's when, exactly, the world. That's when the new situation comes. That's when the new cycle can come in, right? That when you've let go, exactly, when you've let go, that's when all of this comes to you, when you're ready for it. Yeah, keep an open mind. Keep an open mind doesn't also mean about, yeah, keep an open mind about marriage, or keep an open mind. Maybe perhaps, I'm not here to tell anybody what their religious or what their release around marriage, but maybe you realize, like, yeah, maybe you realize that you got married because you had a lot of chemistry with somebody, but chemistry does not equal compatibility. Just because you want to jump into bed with somebody all the time and they turn you on so much does not mean that they are a long time compatible, mate. Chemistry is great, and chemistry should be a part of your compatibility. Yes, I'm not saying that you shouldn't be attracted, or that you shouldn't have, a great physical connection with the person that you're supposed to be with. Yeah, of course you should. It's an important part of any connection. But chemistry is not a stand-in for compatibility. It's not. Right? Maybe you had issues with your finances and your career around that situation, right? Yeah, this person was keeping you drained of any kind of abundance, of anything that wanted to come your way. One step forward, two steps back, and you're just like, wow. And you had it in your mind that that's what marriage, or that's what commitment, that's what being in a job, that's what being in a contract was supposed to be. No, it's not. The Spirit's saying you do not deserve that. Right? And you had to learn the hard way, right? Let go of these control issues. Let go of this situation. Why are you holding on to a situation that does not even serve you? In the end, I feel like you learned it wasn't even about the person. It wasn't even about the job. It wasn't even about that, right? You were making up all those excuses. It wasn't even about that. It was because you did not want to face the truth. You did not want to face the underlying issues, because you clinging to this person was just the symptom. It was not the cause, right? And you might have told yourself, I love this person and we're so good in the sack and our chemistry is so banging, right? But this person made you feel, right? But it didn't feel good, but you didn't feel nourished. You didn't feel taken care of. You didn't feel like this person cared about you, right? Or maybe they were just too like clingy and needed you for everything, and you're like, what? And now the separation from this person is allowing you to see outside the fog of being in the karmic situation with this person. I feel like now that you've had this separation from this person, you're seeing this person for who they actually are, and you're learning again how to let go of those control issues and allow a situation to unfold naturally. When I really feel like this person was mistreating you a lot, because this person was codependent on you and did not know how to let go, right? This person could have even been the type of person who was subconsciously treating you as bad as they could, to be like how much am I going to have to do that you'll actually let go of me, right? In my healing process, there was a part when I realized that one of my exes, was I kind of had this moment in my head, like, was he treating me this way just to see how bad he could treat me before I would leave him? Getting to know each other. Getting to, like I said, I feel like in the absence of this person, or during the separation with this person, you are starting to see this person for how codependent they were. How codependent they were on you, and how codependent you were of them, right? Because they were a great distraction from this. From the underlining cause, from the underlining element. Trauma, past heartbreak, right? This person was a great distraction from that. Because you felt like, oh no, I'm over it. I'm over the past. I'm done. I don't have these insecurities left over from the past anymore, because I'm in a relationship. Peep the quality of the relationship that you're telling yourself you're in. Okay? Spirit is saying it is safe for you to actually love, to have a real love. To not tell yourself you have to compromise and just make do with wherever you were before, right? Playfulness. Spirit is saying, reconnect with that playfulness, with that joy afterwards. You might have, because I definitely feel like this separation has already happened, or is in the process of happening right now. And Spirit is saying that's happening, that it's, get into the playfulness and the joy. That's what's going to help bring in this energy right here, right? And I really feel like you are. I feel like you are. Right? This new cycle is coming in for you. Yeah, just let go. Let go and give it a chance. Give the connection with this new cycle a chance, right? Give it a chance. Try. Just give it a try. Try this new mindset. Try this new job. Yeah. Rid yourself of any of kind of this codependency, of any addictions, of self-sabotage, or refusing to let go of the past, or staying stuck, attached to the pain from your past. Like, let go of it so that you can have something else. Because having that pain and holding that, it takes up a lot of energetic room around us, right? Having all those people that we haven't forgiven, and having all of those grudges that we're holding, and all that pain that we're holding, and we're holding on, all that trauma that we're holding on to from our childhood. It takes up so much room in our mind, in our energy field. And when you start to forgive, and when you start to move on, and you start to let go, it's like, wow, there's so much more room to focus on other things, for other opportunities to come flying into your life. That eight of wands, right? For all these other opportunities and all these other doors should just open up, because now there's energetic room in your life for it, right? And I think that you are really going to start to see that manifesting here, right? And then this loving yourself first, realizing that loving myself is not looking away from this, not distracting myself with different partnerships or different jobs, or working myself so that I don't, so that I'm so tired when I go home, I don't have to think about how miserable I am where I am, right? No more of that. Yeah. You're realizing that you deserve actual real love, right? You are lovable. You deserve actual real love. You deserve to feel that passion, but to feel more than just that passion, right? Yeah. Keep an open mind. Your soulmate may differ from your usual type and expectations, right? Maybe maybe my type is actually a toxic trait. Hello? Do I need to say that again? Maybe my type was actually a toxic trait. I feel like in the past you were attracted to people and places, things, jobs, everything that showed you that mirrored back to you what you have been conditioned to expect from other people, right? To expect that you give and give and give and give and give, and they give very little back. Right? Most people would be like, F this, I'm out. I'm out of this relationship. People that are more healed or don't have this wound, right? Would be like, F this, I'm out. Like, you're a bullshit person, right? F this, I'm out. This job is bullshit. Like, I'm gonna go get where I'll actually, where I'll have people that will pay me for the hours that I work. Like, nah, I'm not staying in this situation. But you were conditioned for a very long time, and you're taught yourself that this is what you deserved, because toxic people in your life had taught you this is what you deserve. You deserve these crumbs. That's the only thing. Like, and then you realize, I don't have to be starving, right? I don't have to be starving. That's why you were constantly hungry all the time. Like, literally, it might have been why you were actually constantly hungry all the time. It might have happened where your body was like overeating, because you had to build up a really big like barrier to any kind of like to psychic or spiritual attacks from like narcissists or lies, or like people, right? This person that'll just fly off the handle and have something to say to you about that stuff, right? You could have had that. You could have been literally overeating or overindulging in other things, because you felt this hole that you were trying to fill in your life. And now you're realizing that, the only thing that's going to fill that is to heal yourself. The only thing that's going to 555 down on the clock, on the real-time clock, change, is the only thing that's going to heal that, right? Separation, separating myself away from this is the only thing that's going to heal that. Realizing that it does not have to be this way, right? I don't have to be some white knight like running in to save some woman that won't even get out of the bed. Like, what are you talking about? That's not my job. Get your ass up, right? That's not my job. It's not my job to save you. It's not my job to feel like I have, to feel like I need to be needed. So I always need to be giving and giving and giving and giving for somebody who would. What? You won't even sit up? You won't even sit up? You won't even look me in my eye? I'm about to leave and go to war. You won't even sit up? You won't even get out of bed? Like, what are you talking about? No. Spirit saying trust. Trust and understand that this happened for a reason. This is all happening for a reason, right? Pay attention to the signs, right? You might have had an issue separating away or leaving the situation because of some kind of religious upbringing that you had, okay? But Spirit is also saying that you separating and you learning and going through all of this was part of your spiritual path, right? What did I just say? Pay attention to the red flags. The signs are cautioning you. Pay attention to the signs. Okay? I'm really so drawn to that Fool card right now. So if you have Aries in your chart, I'm being guided to say if you have Aries really prominently in your chart right now, pay attention to that, okay? Or if any of your major planets are like going through or transitioning through Aries right now, pay attention to that. Past life relationship. You might have felt a really close relationship with this person because this could be a past like karmic relationship, okay? Or this is a past life lesson that you haven't learned, which is why you got so hung up on this, right? You could have felt that really deep kinship with this person. You could have been in a relationship with this person in a past life, or yeah, that's what I'm getting. And that's why you felt such strong attachment to this person. But Spirit is saying that you had a soul tie with this person, right? But there were lessons that you were, yes, there were lessons that you were supposed to learn, but part of the lesson is also learning when to let go and move on, right? Soulmate. There are other soulmate people out there that you're actually supposed to be learning from, or that you're actually supposed to be growing from. Like, it doesn't stop here. Spirit is saying it doesn't stop here. Exactly. New love. You've been rejecting new love. There's new love opportunities. There's new soulmate people out there. People who will actually express their love, right? People who not only, like, you will be attracted to this person, okay? You will have this attraction to these other people too, but they'll actually be loving, you know, happy people that'll be there for you, expressing love, showing you the love that you deserve. So go ahead and release this ex. Go ahead and free yourself. Pay attention to all these red flags, okay? Passion isn't the only thing, right? This honeymoon phase, it ended pretty quick, didn't it? Passion doesn't mean as much when the real love is unrequited, okay? Passion only lasts so long. Passion can only get, you know, chemistry can only keep a connection going for so long. You know, this honeymoon phase, it ended pretty quick, didn't it? You know, and it could have gone on for years, but what's a couple of years compared to the whole rest of your life? If you're just a couple of years and the passion and the chemistry and all that stuff is already gone, like, exactly, because chemistry only goes so far. Give this relationship a chance. Give this other new love a relationship a chance. Like, right? Like, there's other love out there that won't feel the way. You had convinced yourself that that's the way it was supposed to feel, and that's deception. That's a mask. That's self-deception, right? You could have really been really attached to this person because you had children with this person, or you could have known this person since from childhood. You could have been in a relationship with this person for a really long time, right? But Spirit is saying true love, right? True love is worth the effort that you're being guided to make. True love. Or great love, it says. But yeah, true love, great love. If you feel drawn, go check out the your next great love situation. Then your next great love situation, your next great love, pick a card reading that I posted. I'll try to remember to tag that around. All right, but go check that out if you feel drawn to it. All right. Love yourself first. Spirit says you had to learn how to love yourself first, which means facing this down and healing it. So that you can know what true love. You deserve real love. You don't deserve crumbs. You deserve real love. You deserve somebody who takes care of you as much as you take care of them. Right? You deserve the real deal. You deserve the real thing. Yeah. Is there anything else? Yeah, just give this, I really feel like maybe you could have, this past, if it is a past person, or like I said, oh, I'll give it another chance, I'll give it another chance, I'll give it another chance. Or if your job, just give us 2 more weeks, just give us 2 more weeks, just, oh, I'll give you that 50-cent raise, just don't leave, we just need you, we're just so understaffed, whatever it is, right? Spirit saying trust. Trust the places that you're being guided to, which is away. You're being guided to walk away from this, okay? I'm telling y'all, for some of y'all, it is a marriage. You were being guided to walk away from that. It happened for a reason. It didn't just happen to break your heart, right? Exactly. Retreat. Get away. Time has come for you to disconnect from the world, right? But the world represents a cycle, right? The time has come for you to disconnect from this past cycle. It had to happen this way. It had to happen. Well, Spirit said it could have happened a different way. You could have chose to leave earlier, but but they're not trying to guilt you or anything from that. They're just telling you it happened the way that it did because it's time. It was time for it to end, or it is time for it to end. But I'm getting that for most of you, this is already something that you've already chosen. That's already ended, and you're just like, why? All right, Spirit said it was way time for you to realize, right, that you were only staying in this relationship. It really wasn't about the relationship, right? It was about the distraction that this person provided from your healing that you needed to do, right? Because you're on the verge of a transformation, deep cellular healing, right? Deep healing is what's happening. That's why this is happening now. And I really feel like, you're on a journey now to come into union with a soul tribe member, with a soulmate, that's going to provide a lot of healing for you, right? So Spirit said, be careful. Don't be spending time looking at all these past loves that didn't work in the past and miss this love that's right in front of your face, right? I just heard unconventional. With that, I'm hearing that keep your open mind again, right? It could be different. But like I said, you could be learning that your type was toxic, right? Maybe you chased after emotionally unavailable people, right? Maybe you realized that you were emotionally unavailable because of some kind of toxic stuff inside you that you needed to heal, some kind of trauma inside you needed to heal, right? And so you mirrored that back, and you chased after people who were emotionally unavailable, even though that's not what you wanted. Maybe it was just a bunch of casual relationships, or maybe it was people that that were too clingy or too, and you just, whatever your situation was, whatever it wasn't giving back as much as you were putting into it, right? You were spending way more energy that you were getting back from the situation, and Spirit is saying that they're so glad that you saw that you stopped. You might have been really led to think that, like, you keep trying. It doesn't matter how messed up or how toxic the situation is. Like, you keep trying. You don't ever give up, kind of situation. Or like you didn't want to be seen as a person who gave up, right? Like I said, you could have had those religious factors. Wow, that ended up on the back, right? Those religious factors that really kept you in that situation, right? Where you had friends or family or people from your church telling you, like, you don't get a divorce, you don't do that. You just keep on trying, even though that other person was not actually trying. That other person was not trying to heal. That only works when both people are actually actively trying to heal and trying to better the situation. But if one person is just trying and trying and trying, and then the other person is just staying just as toxic as they were, like, how does that help the situation? It doesn't. Is there anything else? Yes. Okay. What else? Protection. Yeah. Spirit saying it's time for you to protect your energy. Spirit is also saying, don't worry. Some of you feel like you'd miss a divine partnership or something, and Spirit saying, don't worry, right? Longing for home, belonging, the original light workers. Yeah, some of you are feeling like, oh my gosh, all the, I bet I miss staying in this relationship. I miss somebody. Like, no, like, you weren't ready for them. Like, if you hadn't let go of that past cycle, you weren't ready for them, right? But when you release and let go and you start healing, you'll be more ready for, the right person. The right person will come in at just the right time, right? Exactly. Initiation, rite of passage, crossing the threshold, right? There had to be a situation. You might have met like an activator, like somebody who like jumpstart your cycle, right? And then you'll come into contact with other soulmates who will help you along, who will trigger other things that you need to let go of, or trigger other things, that you need to learn, and that you need to learn how to let go of, and learn and evolve past, right? But Spirit is saying council of light, divine orchestration, help us in the subtle realm. Like your spirit guides and your spirit teams are lining up everything to happen just when they're supposed to. So trust that, okay? So if you know, something is for you, right? Yeah, look at that mirror. What's triggering you? Who or what is triggering you, right? You know, it was probably a reflection of your own self. That's what was so triggering about the situation, Spirit is saying. Yeah. So, 2 more. Spirit saying 2 more cards. Okay, and then we're going to end. Okay. There's 1. Birthing a new age. Yeah. Birthing new creations, dreaming a new world into being. Yeah, like you're, again, the new world, right? You're starting a whole new cycle of elevation, right? We go through these cycles of elevation, right? Trust your path, right? If you knew that you would be supportive, what would you do? Exactly. You need to be with somebody who's a lot more supportive of your path and of your journey. What else? What else? What else? My new friend. Oh, that's another thing, right? My new friend. No, my friend. The same friend I was actually talking about earlier, the one that had to go to New Orleans. She had this like crazy situation happen with her where she ordered a bunch of candles online and she waited like a month or 2 and the candles never came in, and she called the people and she was like, hey, like my candles never came in, like, and they're like, oh, we're so sorry about that, we'll send you out a whole nother order. And then within days of each other, both of her orders of candles came in, so she got double the candles, right? So it was just like divine orchestration that she just you know, she had to wait a little bit longer, but she got double the candles, and they were just like, just keep them, right? So that she got double the candles that she needed. And then so because she had double the candles, we all went over to her house during the whole Valentine's Day weekend thing that I had with my friends, and like all of us like bought candles from her. So not only did she get to make a little money out of it, but we all got new candles. Our house was smelling so good. And this new candle right here that I have, this new pink candle, and it smells so good. It smells so good. It smells so delicious. So like I see the orchestration that happened in that for me, because I was needing new candles, you know. So you know, see things like that. See things that might seem at first like, remember how I was saying, right? See things at first might be like, this is annoying. Like, what? This is annoying. Why haven't my candles come in? You know. But in that situation, she made out like a bandit, right? Like because her order got messed up the first time. They double sent out her candles. So the universe was like, thanks for being patient. Boom. You know, so something might seem annoying at first, but it's going to work out for your best benefit, you know, right? You might have to give up those 8 cups. You know, you invested all that time. You might have to get that up, but you're going to get 10 cups in return, right? So pay attention. Where are you being called to journey to? Look at this. Where are you being called to journey to? Some of you have been called to journey to a certain place, but you haven't gone because of money restrictions or travel restrictions or something. Something's about to happen where it's going to be mandatory, Spirit is saying. It's going to be mandatory that you travel here, that you go here for something. Or, you know, there's going to be a place that you're going to be wanting to go, and then suddenly you're going to get the assignment to go to that place, like for your job or to go do something. Or legally you're going to have to go there to go handle something. And you're like, what? Like, I have been wanting to go there. So Spirit is saying, stay positive about the situation, okay? Trust your path, right? Trust where you're being guided, right? You are being supported on this path and on this journey, okay? You might be being sent to an unexpected place. You might be being asked to go to things that might seem painful or that are painful, you know? But Spirit is saying, trust your path. You are being guided to this place, right? Your spiritual path, right? What's happening in your past and what's happening, the situations you've been going through is being influenced by your spiritual path, right? Trust your path, right? Trust that a new cycle, that you leaving this old cycle will bring in a new cycle that will bring so much more happiness to you, okay? Trust that everything is happening for you, not to you, right? Trust that. Answer the call. What is your soul calling you to do? There is something, exactly. There is a transformation. There is an energy here that your soul has been guiding you to do so that you can have this cellular healing. There is a new relationship or new something that you're being guided to go out there. You know, it's happening for your benefit, right? It's happening for your benefit. There's that take a break again, right? And Dance with Life is here again too, right? So it's all happening to you, right? It's not happening to you. Sorry. It's not happening to you. It's happening for you. It's happening for you. Right. So that might be a mindset, because like my friend did struggle with that. My friend was like, you know, even when she was talking and she, you know, and everything was turning out, she was saying, you know, like, oh, like it was so annoying that I had to wait for my candles, and, you know, I'm doing this, and, you know, I'm selling them for half price. And my friend was like, but you got double the candles and you're making money off of it. Like, you got candles for free and you're making money off of it. Your home smells better. All of our homes smell better. Like, you're making out like a bandit all the way around in the situation. And she was like, I guess so. So she was like, so wasn't it worth waiting a month to get the candles you ordered to get double the candles plus make some money off of it? And she was like, actually, you're right. And we were like, yeah, like I'd wait for a month to get double what I ordered for free plus make money back off of it. Like, what? Plus make all my friends happy too? Like, yes, absolutely. Best possible scenario working out here. So make sure that you're allowing yourself to see it, right? Make sure that you're allowing yourself to see it that way. All right, you guys. Is that it? Yes. Now we're done. Thank you so much for being here with me today. I really appreciate you. Let me know if this resonated for you down in the comment section down below. Okay, my loves. If you enjoyed the content, give it a like or subscribe with somebody, or subscribe. Yeah, subscribe to the channel, or share it with somebody that you feel like could really use hearing this story, okay, or use the advice. Thank you so much to everybody who does any of that, or thank you to anybody who feels called to donate or tip to the channel, okay, or get a personal reading from me, and all the information for that is down in the description box down below, okay. Just scroll all the way down to the bottom. Also, if you're interested in any of the cards that I use or any of the decks that I use, they're all listed down in the bottom of the description box as well, okay. I hope that this message is finding you blessed and abundant as always, my loves, okay, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.